Hey everybody, Prepperners One here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope everybody had a good weekend. Hope everybody that did watch the Super Bowl enjoyed the Super Bowl. I just want to put it out here real quick. If we have any kind of interruptions or any kind of problems, just give me a minute. I will get right back online. So, I don't know if that is going to happen tonight. Hopefully, it does not. But if it does, just be prepared for that. That I will get right back on as soon as I possibly can. Okay, so um, let's get into this a little bit. First of all, I want to remind everybody that this is a very family friendly oriented channel. So please be decent to each other in the chat. No racism, no nastiness. Just keep it clean, please. If you do not, my awesome moderators will boot you out of here because that is what they do. And so just please be decent. That's all I ask. Again, so we're going to get into some things here with this whole situation. We're talk about not giving into fear. Okay, I think it's really, really important. A lot of people are panicking. A lot of people, and rightfully so, and I understand. But we have to look at the whole situation of everything that's going on. So the first thing I actually want to talk about is I just got some updated numbers here. Now, and we have to understand that this is the numbers that were being given, probably not the true numbers by any stretch of the imagination. The new numbers are that 425 people have died, and that the new number of infected is up to 20,438. Okay, that's according, to the numbers that were being given. All right, so that is the latest numbers, which every day they're just continuing to go up. That's 3,000 new cases higher than yesterday. You're talking from 361 dead to 425 dead. So anyway, to us to 454. Okay, so it's gone up even more than. Okay, well these are the numbers that I have. I got to go with what I just pulled up as far as the numbers go. One of the things I was going to talk about here, and I just saw this article today, and I thought that this was very ironic. The World Health Organization is going to be working with Google. They're talking about stemming the whole fear thing or false information being given out about, the whole coronavirus. And so they're working together, which I think is ironic because do you believe anything that is coming out of these larger organizations, if it's the truth or not the truth? I do believe that the numbers, now I'm going to give you my opinion. First, I'll let you know when I'm giving fact and opinion. Fact is the numbers I just gave you is what they're saying the numbers are. So that's according to them what the facts are. Do I believe the numbers are much, much higher? I absolutely do believe that the numbers are much, much higher because, and I will go back to this stat from day one, and I will go over it and over the same thing again. You don't quarantine 50 million people for something that's going to affect, and at the time it was less than 10,000 people and 160 dead at that point in time. So now the numbers that they're giving us are going higher and higher, but you don't quarantine that many people for a small outbreak of something. Okay, there's a lot of speculation, there's a lot of information going out right now as far as what is happening, what the true numbers are, what's the cause. They're trying to figure out. That's from the information that I saw, and I can't say if it's true or not. Okay, but they're saying that this has been engineered. I've heard that. Now I don't know the validity of that, so I can't really say yes, this is 100% true. But what I'm hearing is from the information that I've seen is that this virus has been infused with the AIDS virus. So it's attacking the immune system, and that's where the issue is. And obviously, it's very highly contagious. That is a fact. Can be transmitted person to person. It's airborne. So there's definitely issues with this whole thing. Again, long incubation period of time. That is also a fact. That's also very, very scary. So there's a couple other things I wanted to really tell you too. 17 different countries have taken their people out of China, out of the Hubei province there near Wuhan. Okay, the United States is actually sending another plane in to get more of the Americans out because the total Americans in China in the Wuhan area was 1,000 people. Okay, so they're sending another plane over. Hey, Chris, would you go to Boston for work, knowing a case is there? Would you know, it's hard. One case that they've identified. I mean, how many? The question that I would have in that situation, Chris, and thank you for the donation as well. The question that I would have in a situation: how many other people are being monitored for the virus? Who did that one person come into contact with, and those type of things? So it would depend realistically on how many people were in contact with that person, who they were in contact with. That would be more my thing at that point. One person, if you didn't have a lot of contact with a lot of people. But again, that's the scary thing about the virus. We don't know how fast it's transmitting, how many people are being affected, what is the radius of the sick person infecting other people in that radius. So unfortunately, there's a tremendous amount of unknowns. So that is really, really the scary part of the whole thing when it comes to the coronavirus. So unfortunately, I can't make that call for you, but I would have to have more information than knowing just one person was sick in that area. So I hope that answers your question. All right. But anyway, so getting back to what I was saying, 17 different countries have pulled their people out, and I know they're isolating people. I know the United States has isolated the people that they pulled out the first time. They're on a 2-week quarantine. Okay. Now, I want you guys to remember something too. This is the first time in the United States in 50 years that we have set up a quarantine. Okay. So that really tells me that this is a lot more serious than they're saying. This is a lot more serious. They're not trying to cause the general public to panic, which I completely understand why they would do that. They're trying to get a handle on this thing. I know that we now have 11 confirmed cases in the United States. We have 2 confirmed cases of person-to-person transfer of the virus in the United States. And I love the way that they said the one person, well, they came off the plane and they went right home. Call of Booty. Hey, PN1. On my way to China to buy some groceries. Well, good luck. I hope you have a good time. I heard Wuhan, the lines aren't real long there, so you might want to check that out. So thank you very much for that donation as well. That's too funny. But anyway, yeah, guys, I see we're at like 750 already for people in the chat. We're at 222 on a thumbs up. I'm going to go ahead and ask for a quick thumbs up for everybody if you would do that to show support for the channel. I appreciate it. And again, it absolutely drives my trolls crazy. So let's make the trolls crazy and hit that thumbs up there, guys. I do appreciate that. I think it's funny. I mean, you wouldn't believe the letters and the emails that I get and the messages I get of what a horrible person I am because of, who I am or whatever. And they hate it that I asked for the thumbs up. So I think that that's quite funny. So I will continue to do it because I know it rubs them the wrong way. So I just think it's hilarious. But anyway, and I do appreciate the support if you would do that.